Hyun has played every match in Korea's Sudirman Cup campaign this year.
And here her opponent from Thailand, Ratchanok, INTANON.
Former world champion Ratchanok INTANON, youngest ever women's singles world champion. Not the youngest ever world champion, that was Jang Ayok in the women's doubles in 1995. But the youngest ever singles world champion. Won that world title in Guangzhou in 2013, beating the then Olympic champion Li Shuirui in the final.
Okay, so Ratchanok black, Song red. Okay.
Toss of the coin
So,
by
red.
Crystal Tan
Hot.
from Malaysia.
Ratchanok to serve. Okay.
We're on par for this one. So Hyun, well, she's had mixed fortune so far in this Sudirman Cup campaign. The 25-year-old from Seoul. 2 weeks as world number 2 in March earlier this year. And she's had a wonderful start to the year. Great consistency, 4 semi-finals in the 4 Super Series events so far in 2017. Well, on Sunday's opening against Russia, she beat Evgenia Kositskaya, and then twice had to play Tai Tzu-Ying because, of course, the luck of the draw meant that Chinese Taipei were their opponents both in the group and the quarter-final stage, and she lost both of those encounters with Tai Tzu-Ying. For Ratchanok INTANON, 22 years of age now. Now she's gone down 1 place in the world ranking this week to number 9. Her opponent went up 1 place to number 4. So these 2 players, one going up, one going down. Ratchanok INTANON, who reached the final of the All England Championships earlier this year, for a second time, having first reached the final 4 years ago. Now, she wasn't selected against China within the group match, but in the first of the group matches, she beat Hong Kong's Yip Pui-yin in 2 straight games. And then in the 4th match against Denmark, when Thailand were 1-2 down in the tie, she beat Elina Kiersveld in 2 straight games. So this will be the 15th meeting between the 2 players, and of the previous 14 meetings, as you can see, Hyun has won 8 of them. She didn't just win that last one, she's won the last 2. The last time they met was in the quarterfinal of the India Super Series. It was 21-16, 22-20 in 49 minutes. So Crystal Tan and Lorenz Besta are court officials for this one. I can't help but wonder as Hyun stretches out whether her previous matches may have taken their toll.
Represented by Song Ji-hoon. And on my left, Thailand, represented by Ratchanok INTANON. Thailand serve, love all, play.
So the former world number 1 gets this crucial 4th match in the semi-final tie underway against the former world number 2. What a good opening rally. Brilliant. Well, the fact that Ratchanok wasn't selected against China, it was the youngster Kongpui Chochuwong who played for Thailand in that group match. The fact that she's had one less match in this campaign, I wonder if that's going to make a difference, Steen, because of course the final group match for Sung Ji-hyun against Tai Su-ying was 1 hour and 6 minutes of 3 grueling games.
Yeah, it's really difficult to say, because on the other hand you could say that Sung Ji-hyun has sort of played herself into form. She's had 2 good sparring matches against the current best player in the world, whereas we don't really know where Ratchanok stands, but I think definitely it's a good thing that she didn't play against China, so she's fresh, because I feel that she's going to need all her stamina in this match here. I might be wrong, but that's my impression from the matches so far, and I also think that she might have hoped to play with a 2-1 lead. Now she's and she and her team is behind 1-2 in the tie, so they need a win from her.
Yeah. Well, that's what she produced in the quarterfinal against Denmark.
And again, from what I saw of that match, and also the match against Yip Yin, she didn't seem speedy enough, but she won those matches convincingly, so we don't really know how many percentages of her current level she used, so she might have been conserving energy.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's no doubt about the talent. So
3-2.
It would be really, really stupid to write her off.
Yeah, she has a lovely, relaxed hitting motion, Ratchanok INTANON. Creates angles seemingly out of nothing. This is on that occasion. But her form, Steen, of course, she was in the final of the All England, and the All England in badminton is what Wimbledon is to tennis, so that was a great achievement. But she hasn't actually won a Super Series since winning 3 Super Series singles titles in 3 weeks over a year ago.
No.
India, Malaysia and Singapore. No player has ever done that before in the singles discipline, men or women.
Remarkable results.
4-3.
But wasn't able to follow it up at the Olympics, and I mean, without taking anything away from Ratchanok, we must expect that the majority of the players, even Ratchanok herself, had their focus on the Olympics at that time. Regarding the All England, she more or less sneaked into the final, as she came back from a huge deficit in the quarterfinal, I think it was, against Carolina Marin, and won the match. She was really almost down and out, but the almost came into play this time.
Yes, I think she was 12-19 down, wasn't she?
6-3.
Well, 4 straight points for the world number 4.
Service over. 4-6.
she needs that, in my opinion,
5,
to
6.
challenge Sung Ji-hyun. I noticed a little strapping on her shoulder. There it is. I don't know if she's had any severe problems with that.
Super. Yeah, I don't know about the shoulder either. Steen, I do know that she was really struggling with a knee injury at the end of last year and went to China for some acupuncture. It's beautiful, isn't it? Straight down the line, a slice.
I mean, also in my mind, if you have a knee injury, was it before or after that Singapore, the 3-week victory streak?
It was after.
Yeah, because I'm not sure it's at that time. Everybody has gone through a grueling schedule to qualify for the Olympics. So winning 3 tournaments in a row, that's of course a fantastic achievement.
7, 6.
But I'm not sure it's necessarily healthy for your body at that time of year.
No, I think that's a very good point, because come the Olympics, where she was the number 4 seed, she was clearly not 100% fit. Ended up losing in the round of last 16. Akane Yamaguchi missed it.
8, 6.
Yeah, she retired in China Open in November last year, and showed up at the Super Series finals in Dubai, but when it was clear that she couldn't qualify to the knockout stage from the group, she retired again against Herbing Zhao and so on. So it's clear that she's been struggling with injuries. And
yeah, when you consider she's only 22, she's needing to think long term, really, isn't she? Whether it's wise in future to ever play 3 major tournaments in 3 weeks is a question only she can answer.
Service over. 9, 7.
played the same 3 tournaments this year. India Open, Malaysia and Singapore. Lost in the quarterfinals of the first 2 and then lost in the first round of Singapore Open to Sayaka Sato.
Oh, it's all good. There's a challenge here. I'm not surprised about the challenge. No, that's right. So, as defending champion from those 3 tournaments,
yeah,
it wasn't the best performance in defence of your title, was it? Well, that may sound a little harsh. I certainly don't mean it to.
No, but it's...
There we go.
The challenge. In.
Yeah, caught the line. So she loses a challenge.
Challenge unsuccessful.
But it's about
1
managing
challenge remaining.
managing your
Service over.
body because that's your
8, 9.
that's your motor, so to speak. I mean, it's got to be in tune. And I remember after she won the World Championship, she also played a lot of tournaments. Of course, everybody wanted to see the new world champion that was not a Chinese. So she played and played and played, and I think it takes its toll on her body.
Yeah, I agree. And I I'm not convinced she's actually got the speed of movement back since that knee injury.
No.
Those are great clears. Oh my goodness!
Fantastic shot.
Well, that is something extraordinary from Sung Ji-hyun. She was way off balance. The shuttle had gone past her, and yet she still had the control of the racket head to play that cross-court from the winner. And it means that she has a 3-point advantage at the mid-game interval.
급하면 걔가 막 대각으로 미니까 그 대각 보고 대각에서 대각이면 앞에서 빠르게 밀잖아. 이거 봐.
Kim Ji-hyun, the women's singles coach. Let's have another look at that. How on earth? Look at her body motion.
Seconds.
That's extraordinary. How do you control the racket head?
I love that shot. I love it because it neutralizes every attacking clears. So she could have used it much earlier. Even though you're under pressure and you are not behind the shuttle, you can still just flick the forearm and just play it below the tape. A nice distance into the court. Doesn't matter if it's around the white line or something. That's actually beneficial because the opponent can't spin it then. Fantastic shot.
Yeah.
Neutralizes all attack.
Play.
As if to prove your point, now the punch clear from Ratchanok down the forehand side of Sung Ji-hyun. Yeah, they've been enjoying themselves today, those Thailand fans. Well, that goes down as a missed opportunity.
13-9.
Oh, brilliant. I think you're right, Steve. How could I ever have questioned you in the first place? The fact that Sung Ji-hyun has played herself into form, those tough matches have made her sharp.
And I still, ahead of those matches, I still considered her one of the 4 best players in the world right now. The others, PV Sindhu, of course, Tai Tzu-Ying and Carolina Marin.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I might actually expand that to 6 because I think we have to take the 2 Japanese players into consideration as well. Kane Yamaguchi and Nozomi Okuhara.
Yeah.
So there's 4 players playing for second at the moment, and Tai Tzu-Ying is alone at the top.
And worrying, of course, for Ratchanok, because now she's dropped down to number 9 in the world ranking. It means that she won't get a seeded position at Super Series tournaments.
But then again, I think the most, the thing that she should worry about the most is her physical condition. Because if she's in good shape, it doesn't really matter where she is in the draw. She has the potential to beat everybody. But she needs to be in good shape to do it.
Yeah. Just wide. Yeah. Too many errors from Ratchanok at the moment.
10.
That's fantastic.
She certainly has all the shots, doesn't she?
Yeah.
It's making them
11,
count
17.
at the right time. That's important.
And that, for instance, against when she plays Tai Tzu Ying, they both got excellent technique. And if both players are in good shape, well, Ratchanok has the advantage of reach compared to Tai Tzu Ying.
Isn't that a clear sign that Ratchanok is indeed not back to full fitness?
11.
Maybe playing without pain, and let's hope she is, but certainly not as quick as she was before the knee injury.
I might add to that
19.
I think it was 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I saw her practice in All England in the concrete hall down below the arena stadium, and practicing 2 against 1 against 2 boys, and they started before I came, and she played on for like 45 minutes where she played 2 against 1 on concrete floor, and there's a price you got to pay later on, no doubt about it.
Yeah, pounding on concrete floor, definitely not good for the body. She's ever done that, so it's game point opportunities for Sung Ji Hyun.
20. Game point 11.
And for Sung, it's basically about getting 10, 12 shots back. Then there will be mistakes from Ratchanok.
Service over. 12, 20.
Two squandered game points, 2 errors from Sung Ji Hyun. Third opportunity is converted,
Game.
and Korea
First game.
are
won
1
by
game
Korea,
away
21,
from
13.
an 8th Sudirman Cup final, because Sung Ji Hyun has won the opening game against Ratchanok INTANON 21-13 in just a fraction under 20 minutes.
그럼 대각 틀면 직선으로 많이 때리자. 한 번씩 대각 틀려고 온단 말이야. 그것만 저거만 좀 빨리 받아 넘겨. 그렇지, 공격이 중요해. 네가 먼저 해도 괜찮아.
Thailand fans will be hoping for a better performance in this second game from Ratchanok INTANON. Oh, is that our lucky mascot?
Second game.
Yeah, Hyun says on court attendant on first before we get started to this second game.
Love all. Play. Service over.
Steen, in the opening game, you said to me that Hyun needed to just get back 12 shots or more, and then Ratchanok would make an error. That's your feeling, that Ratchanok loses patience or perhaps doesn't have the stamina?
She doesn't have the stamina
For long rallies.
No.
Then what's the suggestion tactically? Does she need to take more initiative early on in the rallies?
Yeah, she needs to control the rallies and probably needs to attack a bit more, but that's also very demanding. So we saw Hyun also make some errors herself.
Yeah, and there's another.
Becoming a little bit impatient. The thing is, as long as Sung has reasonably good shot quality, then Ratchanok has trouble putting her under pressure, I mean, or hurting her. It's one shot. It's one shot attempts, and very, very often it's all or nothing.
Addressing the shuttle early. Racket carriage high from Hyun.
Yeah.
And then she's got the options. Look, plays the little block in the end, but she could have played a push. She could have done a hold and flick.
She can't keep up with the pace, Ratchanok. That's obvious. So, and you need to take control yourself. Good shot.
Service over.
Little moment of magic from Ratchanok.
2.
No, she was under real pressure because, as you say, she's not living with the pace early on in that rally.
Service over. 3, 4.
Oh, that's magnificent. Finds the line.
4, 3.
That's twice she's played a defensive shots from her forehand side across court into the open space. Twice has been an outright winner. Yeah, but she's instigated a timeout. Look at that. Super.
Follow-up by Song Ji-hyun.
5-4.
Shows a lot of confidence there, just firing a power smash and moving to the net. Going for the winner, all or nothing. I don't want to play any more shots in this rally.
But that's the right thing to do, isn't it? If you know you haven't got the stamina.
Yes, you have to take these 50-50 chances and hope that everyone tips to your favor. Let the net play really, really sharp. See if you can provoke a short lift. Unfortunately, I think 9 or 8 out of 10 times the outcome is like we've seen here in the last 3 rallies. The net shot stays at your side, and when you go for the lines, you overdo it and make mistakes instead. Of points. This is where Ratchanok needs to be mentally very, very tough. Challenge here from Ratchanok.
Challenge all in.
This may even be a tactical challenge. I don't know.
I'm certain it is.
Yeah.
Maybe, well, we've seen Ratchanok over the years. We've seen her make some challenges that are not reasonably wild.
Challenge unsuccessful.
This one was clearly in.
1 challenge remaining.
Yeah, so you just wanted a little break.
Yeah. And of course, it is a problem that most players will face during their career. This injuries and not being able to display good form and so on, and playing on and on. I don't think that will help. We saw it yesterday with Tan Wee-kyung, who has a sprained meniscus and is playing with a knee bandage on. And I mean, there's 14 days, then there's tournaments. There's only actually a week, then there's tournaments in Thailand. Do we think Ratchanok is playing that on home soil? I think she is.
Yes, of course.
Tan Wee-kyung has to play in Indonesia Premier Series. After that, we go back to Australia. You got to take some decisions. You got to make some choices and say, here I need a break.
10,
and
5.
especially after an Olympic period, which actually at least is 2 years, because you need to get yourself in a position to qualify or to get the correct seedings. So it's even before the qualifying year starts. You need to get in a good position.
Yeah.
And you got to have a break after that. So
yeah, some tough decisions to make for an awful lot of players. And right now on court is a very tough position for Thailand, because Hyun is looking very good at the moment. 11-5 up in this second game, having already won the first. Cut entry shot. It's a lovely bit of coaching there, smiling at his player, trying to encourage her.
yeah, and they, of course, it's nothing that comes as a surprise to them. They know how the conditions are. They know exactly what shape Ratchanok is in and what she's capable of, and what's probably beyond her capabilities right now.
There's that round the head shot again.
Yeah.
It wasn't the outright winner, but it did change the rally. Honestly, she's so she's so far out of position. It still amazes me how she plays it. That racket head control. Look at this. Oh, I didn't see it again.
No, it's played with almost no backswing at all.
Exactly.
Good shot, reverse slice.
Yeah, it's all one-way traffic right now.
13-5.
8-point advantage. 8 points away from an 8th Sudirman Cup final for Korea. Oh. She's overdone it. She's overdone it.
14-5.
Could have played that final shot, Ratchanok, to about anywhere in court, and I think it would have been an outright winner. Well, I have to be honest, Dean, this was the match I was particularly looking forward to, and it's been a bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same. I'd really look forward to see this match, but it just wasn't to be.
No, and if you're a Korean fan, you won't be disappointed at all, because barring a catastrophe of an injury, almost certainly Korea are going to win this women's singles and be in yet another Sudirman Cup final. That's come back in. Oh, a challenge, yes, she has. I thought that was coming back in with the very slight sideways drift. You don't agree with
so sure. I'm not so sure.
No? No, it's the first challenge of this second game for Hyun.
All right, Joe.
Correction in.
Good challenge.
16-5.
Sung doesn't want this match to go on any longer than necessary. She's going to play again tomorrow.
Exactly.
Play for the World Championship.
Yeah. She's got the skills. Hasn't been able to produce it often enough. Look at that relaxed grip. Look how the handle just held in the fingers there. We were talking about that yesterday, weren't we? It's a wonderful example of the loose grip. It's gone long.
7-16.
Change of direction is a problem. I'm not certain that that knee is totally fit.
Oh, delightful.
Service over.
Well, she's made some extraordinary comebacks in
17.
her time, as indeed in that All England quarter-final earlier this year. You must never write off Ratchanok INTANON, but this is a very, very tall order. And that's certainly helping her.
9-17.
Shot. Excellent shot. In
There
the last 3 or 4 rallies,
17.
the shot has been exactly where she wants them to be.
Song.
You never know, do
17.
you, Steen? There's the Korean team bench.
I was about to disagree with you at 8, but I'm glad I didn't. Or did I just do that now? She's choosing between very limited options right now, Sung Ji-hyun. Smash? No, that's a good choice.
And that's gone wrong.
That's amazing.
13-17.
6 straight points.
And as a coach on the chair right now, you wonder, should I say something, or is it still okay? Am I tricking, inflicting something if I start talking about it?
Oh, that was going wide, wasn't it, Steen?
She started thinking about the result.
She has. And all of a sudden,
17.
it's believable. She wants to go off and towel down. The umpire rightly says no. On court, carry on.
And this is what team tournaments do to people.
The burden of expectation of the entire team puts extra pressure on the individual player. 3 points in it now. Oh, that's good. Gosh, that was important for Sung Ji-hyun.
Service over.
Now she's allowed to towel down.
Quick. Song.
Well, you just never know with Ratchanok. You never know with sport.
18.
That's why we love it.
14.
Look at that reaction. She knows how important that was.
Service over. 15. 18.
The nerves will be absolutely jangling with Sung Ji-hyun.
Yeah. She wasn't even near that one.
This is incredible. It's gone long.
Service over. 19.
Two tantalising points away from getting Korea through to the final once more.
And it's a totally irregular thought process. I mean, you won the first game 21-13. You're 17-8 up.
17-7.
Yeah, 17-7. You're clearly the much, much better player today. And suddenly you start feeling, what if it goes wrong?
Yeah.
What will people say?
Yeah. Well, she's on the verge of victory
15.
because there are 5 match point opportunities to see Korea through to the final. Yeah, well, she's been distracted by her own teammates. I think the team are all on their feet.
And some are ready to
Run on.
videotape it.
Run onto court, and they've got their lights on their mobile phones, and she hasn't won it yet. Well, that's landed in. That is perfect from Ratchanok. Well,
Service over.
there's more drama left in this yet.
16. 20.
Wow.
Fantastic net shot. Yeah. And finishes it off. Virtually impossible to lift the shuttle.
17. 20.
The tight spinning net shot. That's wonderful for Ratchanok. Look.
And at the moment, everything Ratchanok touches turns to gold. The net shots are there. It's on line. Everything's working.
Well, so much for my stupid comment about this had been a disappointment. This is terrific. But the match is won by Sung Ji-hyun. 2 straight games, 21-13, 21-17. And teammates run on to court to join in these celebrations. They are through to an 8th Sudirman Cup final. The 3-time former champions have come from a match down in this semi-final tie. Sun Ji-hyun being asked by the umpire to come and shake hands and thank her opponent.
Match won by Korea. 21-13.
The moment of victory.
21-17.
The moment when Korea, who didn't even win their group, got through to an 8th final of the Sudirman Cup. What an achievement. There is confirmation of Sun Ji-hyun's victory, 21-13, 21-17 in a match lasting 46 minutes. And that, of course, secures the 3rd match in the tie. And therefore Korea through to the Sudirman Cup final.